All right, everybody. So let's talk about going to Panama. So, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to learn about this exciting opportunity for you or your kid to travel abroad on an educational tour during the summer of 2023. So, first, I will introduce myself and give you some of my background. I'll also give you a quick intro into EF Tours, who is our travel partner. We're going to talk about where we are going and what we're doing. So that's our itinerary. Next, we're going to talk about the long list of items that is included in the tour. Next, we're going to talk about how EF Tours is going to support us on our tour or on our trip. Next, we will talk about safety and support, which is our top priority because we know that you are putting your students in our hands and you want us to keep them safe. So we're going to talk about how we're going to do that. And then also how EF Tours supports us in the entire process from planning to traveling. And lastly, we are going to go over price, and then we're going to wrap up the meeting by opening up the enrollment. Also, if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and use a QR code that I'm going to give you at the very end. And then you can send the questions to that email address, and they will respond to you by the end of the business day tomorrow. And this is just so we can have a shorter time, because otherwise with questions, it would just take really long, and we want to get you in and out really quickly. So with that, let's go ahead and just dive in. All right, so my name is Miss Dev, Nandini Dev, and I have worked at Markham Middle School for 3 years. Right now, I am the librarian, and previous to being a librarian, I taught middle school for 5 years and high school for 10 years, so I have a little bit of experience under my belt. And as far as traveling, for me, travel is important now more than ever. It is very important to see our world and kind of not just stay stuck in our little bubble. And I really want all of you to have this experience of a lifetime. So, before we dive into the incredible itinerary that we have for our trip, I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about our travel and safety partner, which is EF Tours. So EF Tours actually has 55 years of experience, which means that they have seen it all and they know how to respond. So EF Tours is actually on the ground in over 50 countries. They always know what's happening through every moment of every trip. And that is very important and critical in a world environment that is always changing. They have locals there that work for EF, so they all know how to safely navigate the city as true locals. And we have an office close to us on tour in case we need extra support. And just a little bit about EF, it is accredited, okay? So some of us parents who have grown up in the United States may have actually gone on an EF tour, or may have maybe not had the opportunity to go on an EF tour, and time to send our kids. So maybe you might be familiar with EF already. They're usually the ones that do the tours. So I feel very confident that partnering with EF is the best way to stay safe and healthy while we are having a life-changing experience. So I'm going to go into more detail about this company in a couple of slides. And if you want to know more about EF, everything you need can be found on the enrollment page. And that's the page I'm going to be sharing with you at the end of the meeting if you are interested in signing up for this trip. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we are going to fly into Panama City and fly out of there as well. And we're going to have some excursions to Portobello, Gatun Lake, and El Valle de Anton are some of the other places that we are going to visit. So we are going to, on day 1, fly into Panama City and then just rest because everybody who has traveled internationally knows it's very tiring. On day 2, we're going to visit the Panama Viejo ruins and museum. We're going to take a tour of Casco Viejo. On day 3, we are going to take a day trip to El Valle de Anton. We're going to visit a pineapple farm. That sounds delicious. We're going to also explore the hiking trails in El Valle de Anton. On day 4, we're going to take a boat ride on Gatun Lake in the Panama Canal. We're going to visit Monkey Island and see these adorable monkeys and learn about the different species. On day 5, we're going to visit the Panama Canal Administration Building. Then we're going to go to the Miraflores Visitor Center at the Panama Canal. We're going to, on day 6, we're going to take a day trip to the Chagres National Park. Then we're going to take a canoe ride on the Rio Chagres. We're going to visit an Embera indigenous village. On day 7, we're going to go snorkeling on the Caribbean coast. And I don't know about you guys, but I have never been snorkeling. I'm a little nervous, but I think it's going to be great. And then we are going to visit the Portobello ruins. And on day 8, we are going to come home to LA. So we are going to see these crossing oceans on our visit to the Panama Canal, so that's exciting. We are going to see these ruins in the Portobello. And of course, how can we forget about the food? I don't know about you guys, but that's honestly one of my favorite things about traveling is all the delicious local food. All right. So we are going to start planning early for our traveling, and because we want to get the best experience possible, we're going to need a little bit of flexibility when it comes to travel dates. So with that said, we do have a travel date range, and we could be leaving as early as July 8th and returning as late as July 23rd. So those are that's our range, but we are really trying to get the dates of July 12th through 19th. Those are the dates that we are requesting. And we're going to find out our exact dates 2 to 3 months before the tour. But for now, we could be traveling anytime within that range. So if you are interested at the end of the presentation and signing up to go to Panama, make sure that you keep July 8th to July 23rd, 2023 free for traveling. We might also have the chance of traveling with another school, which would be really neat because it would be a great experience for your students to meet other students. So let's talk about what is included in the itinerary. It's a great value. The round trip airfare on a major airline carrier is included. We're going to be staying at some nice hotels. We have breakfast and dinner daily included. And on day 3, 6, and 7, lunch is also included. And the tour director who's going to be with us 24/7, very experienced, leads tours all the time in Panama. Transportation is included, including a comfortable bus. We have expert local guides that work for EF, and they provide great cultural insight. Of course, we have our guided sightseeing tours of all that Panama has to offer. And lastly, entrance fees to landmark and attractions. So it's a great value because everything is included. All right, so this is what you are responsible for. Passports and visas, baggage fees, tips for local guides, bus drivers, and your tour director, and then some snacks, and then some meals, but not very many meals. So I know that some of you might have questions about passports and visas. There is a page that I can direct you to if you email me individually, and I will give you my email at the very end of the presentation. I'll put it in the chat, and I can't answer any questions about the tour itself. I'm going to direct that to EF, but I can send you the link for the passports and visas page if that's something you're interested in. Okay, so let's talk about why I partner with EF. It's just basically so much more than a company that books our flights and hotels. And I have done my research. Here is what I have found. So I think the most important thing when it comes to travel is safety. And I feel confident because I feel like EF has our back. They've thought of everything, and I really trust their safety policies. They have multiple programs to help keep us safe. So they're going to be there locally, and they're also available globally. They're going to be there for us before the tour, while on tour, to help us with any situations that may arise, because we all know life and travel is unpredictable. And we are definitely safer traveling with them than we would be on our own because just many reasons. One of them is they have policies to protect the investment pre-tour. And we can make sure that everything goes smoothly and safely. Alrighty. Let's see what else. Okay. Give me one moment here. All right, sorry, technical. Okay, here we go. All right, so to take it to the next level, this tour actually gives us a couple of different ways to continue personal and educational growth. And so we have our EF personalized learning guide, and this guide helps students to put a personal lens on their travel experience. It just encourages them to view the trip through their own interests and passions. We also have an option, or I should say they have an option for earning free high school credit. So EF is accredited just like Markham or just like any school in LA Unified, and they can earn half a high school credit. Each class is 5 credits, so it's something, right? And they can also earn college credit for a small fee. Usually in college, classes are like 12 units, so that helps as well. And they can do that by doing an additional project related to their tour when they come home. And then also they can get help for their college essay. And I know that's a while from now, but every little thing to get your students looking to the future will always help, because some of our students are going to be going into high school by the time we take this trip. All right, so our support partner, EF, it helps us in many ways. And here are a few people that are going to help make our tour exceptional. So we have Matt, who is the personal tour consultant. We have our traveler support team that will answer all of your questions and help get us ready to depart. We have our tour director, who is going to be with us the entire time. Okay, leading our tour, handling all the logistics, exposing us to the local history and culture. And then there is me. I'll be able to support you as well, along with everybody else on this team. All right, so EF is offering a few things to help us protect our investment, to give us the confidence to book our travel experience now. And monthly payments are way more affordable now than if you signed up later. So here are some ways that EF Tours is going to protect the investment. So they have something called peace of mind. and it gives you flexibility, or it gives us flexibility to modify the tour dates. Just, we never saw COVID coming. So, if something happens, we can modify the dates. All right. And also we have global travel protection, which is custom designed travel protection. It's unique to EF, and it has both pre and on tour benefits. And we have global travel protection plus. It's available to you the day that you enroll, and that's basically just the travel insurance, which I'm going to tell you about. They have a risk-free enrollment, so if you sign up by the deadline, you can cancel and receive a full refund before May 1st, 2022. And if you want to cancel after 2022, there's also another option, but that's a little different, so I have to tell you about that in a minute. So I hope these programs give you guys comfort and confidence to enroll in this experience. And if you want more information on any of these programs, I can send out details after the session. So again, if you sign up by the deadline, and I'm going to share that there's 2 different deadlines. I'm going to share those with you in a minute. You can cancel for any reason, and you can receive a full refund before May 1st, 2022. And if you want, again, any information on any of these programs that are right here, okay, you can read the fine print on the tour enrollment page, which I'm going to share. So basically, the insurance, the global travel protection is included with everybody's payment. So this provides coverage for baggage and property, trip cancellation, interruption. All right. And the global travel protection plus, it's an extra $295, but you can cancel your trip up to 24 hours before departure. The only thing you won't get back is the $295, but you will get back everything else. And if you enroll by the enrollment period, which I'm going to share with you on I believe it's the next slide, you can receive a full refund before May 1st, 2022. All right. So here are a few additional opportunities to help fund our travel. So there is a scholarship available. Okay, so it's $1,000, and it's based on financial need and merit. And so to be eligible, there is an application, which I can put in the chat right now. And basically what it is you have to complete the application and submit a 2 to 3 minute video on how you think this tour will change the way you think, feel, and act about the world. And I will put that in the chat right now. And also, once you enroll, you can send out your personal tour donation URL that you're going to get from your traveler page. And this is basically just like a GoFundMe, but better, because GoFundMe usually takes money from you. But you will see 100% of the donations that are applied to your tour balance. And you can send this link out to any family members or friends or somebody who wants to help you see the world. All right, so basically we talked about itinerary and logistics. Okay, payments and protection. We have flexible payment options. We have a personal tour donation page. We have the insurance, the global travel protection plan that's included. We have a personal traveler account online. We have a traveler support team. We have a 24/7 safety and incident response team. We have the Peace of Mind program, which is the stuff about the refund I told you guys about if you need that. Also, EF Tours offers personalized learning. There's a project-based learning guide. High school and college credit options are available. And there's college essay help if you guys are interested in that. All right, so let's talk price. Okay, so the pink that you see right here, which is $2,960. Okay, that is the discount that you get if you enroll by March 11th. Okay, so that's $100 discount. Okay, if you enroll after March 11th, the price is $3,060 in full. And I'm just talking kid prices right now. For the adults that are interested in going, if you enroll before March 11th, it's $3,410. And if you enroll after March 11th, it's $3,510. Monthly payments, which are based on the discounted price, because we're going to assume that everyone wants to save $100. Okay, so that's going to be $191 monthly. Just we put it in our budget and kind of pay it like another bill. And this includes the $95 deposit. And then if you want to pay bi-weekly, which is every other week, it's $95. And that also includes the $95 deposit. So there is an option for manual payment, and you can write, like in your questions, you can ask about how you can get that option. So basically what that is you don't have to make payments every month. You would just pay larger but less frequent installments. And there is a small fee associated with that, but that can be something that you can discuss with the EF tour directors. And again, I will make sure that all of your questions get answered by tomorrow at the end of the business day. All right, so now we have come to the fun part, which is the time to enroll. I really can't wait to experience this trip with all of you. Enrollment is officially open. So right now, so far 12 people are going. And so we have limited spots available. And if you remember, if you enroll by, it was March 11th, you can receive a $100 discount on the cost of your tour. And so my goal is for you guys to register as soon as possible so you can take advantage of this discount and get the affordable monthly rates. So let's go ahead and go to the next page. All right, so here is the final enrollment page. Here's how you can enroll in this experience. So this right here is the link to our tour enrollment page. It has everything that you need to register, so please write it down. The top is the URL for the enrollment page. You can also scan the QR code. And then don't forget, like if you didn't sign in like we were supposed to at the beginning, please do that now. And the URL for the sign-in form is right there, tinyurl.com/dev2023 sign-in. And I really want to thank everybody for coming. I hope that you guys sign up for this trip. The 12 people that I have coming already, we have students, we have families, even abuelo and abuela are coming for some of our families. So this is a great opportunity. And I really hope that everybody enrolls that has come to this meeting. I'm so excited and I can't wait to go on this tour. If you have any questions, please ask them on the enrollment page. And again, they will be answered by the close of the business day tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.